So a CGI rendering for Chadwick Boseman in Black Panther 2? No. Let's talk about it. My name is Brandon Keith Avery, and this is just my opinion. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Just My Opinion. I really do appreciate it. And if you happen to like this video, please go ahead and give me the thumbs up and also consider subscribing if you want to hear me talk about entertainment news like this. So with the unfortunate passing of our brother Chadwick Boseman a couple of months ago, many people are speculating online about how Marvel/Disney should proceed with the franchise. Some say that Shuri should take over the role of Black Panther. Some say that the character should be recast. And I've even heard a number of people say that, hey, we have the technology now, just do a CGI rendering. I personally think that would be a horrible idea, that last one. But we actually have a report that came out last week from the Wrap. It says Marvel won't use a digital double for Chadwick Boseman and Black Panther 2. No, there is only one Chadwick and he's not with us, says Marvel Studios EVP Victoria Alonso. I think this is great. I thought it would be a horrible idea, like I just said, if they did use a CGI rendering, but let's see what the rest of this report says. It says, when production on Black Panther 2 gets rolling in 2021, fingers crossed, one thing for sure is that Marvel Studios will not use a digital double for the late Chadwick Boseman. Like I said, this is great. No, there's only one Chadwick and he's not with us, Marvel Studios EVP Victoria Alonso said in a new interview with Argentinian outlet Clarin. Our king, unfortunately, has died in real life, not just in fiction, and we are taking a little time to see how we return to history and what we do to honor this chapter of what has happened to us that was so unexpected, so painful, so terrible, really. Alonso also talked about what Boseman's portrayal of King T'Challa meant for Marvel. Because Chadwick was not only a wonderful of a human being every day for the 5 years that we spent together, but it also seems to me that as a character, what he did elevated us as a company and has left his moment in history. I know that sometimes 2 months go by or 3 months go by in production and you say, well, it was a long time. But it is not a long time. We have to think carefully about what we are going to do and how, and think about how we're going to honor the franchise. Also, or Alonso added. So I'm happy to hear this. Of course, I mean, it was only a couple of months ago. I'm definitely not expecting to see this movie in 2021. I mean, at the earliest, late 2022, if not early 2023, because they do have to take their time on this. I mean, you know, you just don't want to replace the guy he meant so much. And you heard it from herself. I mean, she could have just been talking, but I really do believe that his involvement helped elevate the company. So I'm glad that they're not going with the CGI rendering. I think that would be just creepy. Even if like actors and actresses just start signing waivers like, hey, just in case I pass away, I do give you permission or creative license to CG render my face or something like that. I just think that's kind of weird and creepy, but that's just me, guys. That's just my opinion. Also, like what routes do we have left? We can either have Shuri take, Letitia Wright take over the role of Black Panther, or we can have them recast the character. Now, I don't mind Shuri taking over the role of Black Panther eventually. And I mean, she's a great character. I loved her. And that also happened in the comics. But I want that to happen in like Black Panther Part 4, Black Panther Part 5, Black Panther Part 6. If we make it that long, which I think we do. I mean, we can. There's enough source material to do that. But I think that the character should be recast. I'm not going to go down like my Hollywood list of who I think should take over the role. It's just still too early for that. But I personally think that the role should be recast for T'Challa, just because there's just so much story to tell with T'Challa, not just Shuri taking over. I mean, I do want to see T'Challa fight Namor. I do want to see T'Challa fight Kraven the Hunter, and I also do want to see T'Challa and Storm get married in the movies or Disney Plus if they do a show as well, which I'm sure they will, because that happened in the comics as well, And just some of that stuff you can't do if Shuri takes over the role. So I'm not against Shuri taking over the mantle. hopefully they will recast it, but I am very glad that they're not going with this CGI rendering. That would be the worst idea in the land. But guys, that's just my opinion. Okay, I want to hear yours as well. What do you think? Are you happy that they're not going to do CGI, or do you think they should go with CGI? Do you think the Shuri should take over the role of Black Panther, or do you think the character should be recast? Let me know down in the comment section below. And just real quick, I also want you to click right here before you go. There's some Static Shock news that I talked about, and also the Tulsa race massacre, the LeBron James CNN film. Click those links right there to check out those videos. But guys, I do want to thank you so much for tuning in. And before you go, don't forget to always chase your dreams, because I'm chasing mine. My name is Brandon Keith Avery, and that's just my opinion. Peace.